Some of you are burned out because you keep quitting before you even try. And the craziest part, you'll still say you're trying, but if we looked at your actions, it would tell a different story. You're not quitting out loud. It's not dramatic. You quiet quitting before anything even starts. I'm Cyrus Ausar. I run a burnout recovery center, wrote Burned Out But Built for More, and have spent over 25 years leading community impact. The goal is to be better than we are yesterday and apply that every day. There's a type of burnout nobody really talks about. It doesn't come from doing too much. It comes from shutting yourself down. You have ideas, you have instincts, you have things you should try, but before you act, you talk yourself out of it. You've probably done it already today. This is what it sounds like in real life. They probably won't listen anyways. That wouldn't work here. It's not the right time. I'll just wait. And if we're being honest, that doesn't sound like quitting. It sounds like responsible. It sounds like logic, but it's not. You already made a decision without even testing it. I was talking to a teacher not too long ago, and she had some really strong ideas, not just random thoughts, real ideas that can help students, things that could actually improve the system. So I asked her, have you ever presented them? And she said, no, because they won't listen anyways. And I paused, because nobody ever told her that. She hadn't tried. She hadn't even seen it fail. She had already had the outcome in her mind without even stepping into the situation. And she was completely convinced she was right. And that belief was keeping her exactly where she said she didn't want to be. She didn't get rejected. She rejected herself first. And once you see that, you start seeing it everywhere. Different people, different industries, same pattern. People creating conclusions and then living inside of them. Let's be honest for a second. Some of you are not stuck. You're avoiding discomfort. Because trying means you might be wrong, you might get judged, you might fail, you might actually be seen. So instead, you stay safe. And you call it being realistic. Some of y'all are being realistic all the way into a life you don't even want. And that version of you will never create anything different. And over time, this turns into something heavier. Frustration, feeling overlooked, feeling undervalued, complaining about your situation, but nothing changing. And here's the truth. You can't complain about results you never gave a chance to exist. This is where burnout actually starts. Because now you're stuck between two realities, the life you know you could be living and the life you keep choosing instead. And that tension drains you. So now you're exhausted, not because you're doing too much, but because you're constantly ignoring what you know you should be doing. You're not stuck because you lack opportunity. You're stuck because you keep shutting yourself down before opportunity can meet you. Here's the question I really want you to sit with. Where in your life have you already decided something won't work without trying it? Not thinking about it, not planning, avoiding, because that's where your growth is. And that's also where your frustration is coming from. Call it what it is. Stop dressing it up. It's not logic. It's not strategy. It's avoidance. Because some of you already know what you need to do. You've just been avoiding doing it. Instead of saying they won't listen, give it one real attempt. Instead of saying that won't work, test it. Because assumptions keep you stuck. Actions give you answers. Accept being wrong. You might be wrong, that's fine. Because right now, you're already wrong. You're just wrong in your head instead of in real life. At least in real life, you can adjust. You're not going to feel ready. That's just how it works. You move first and your confidence catches up. You're not trapped, you just haven't tried. And I know that's uncomfortable, but it's also freeing. Because if you're the one stopping yourself, you're also the one who can move forward. If you've been feeling stuck, look at what you've avoided. Look at what you already decided. Look at what you haven't tried. Because a lot of people aren't waiting on opportunity. They're waiting on permission. And nobody is coming to give it to you. You're not someone who's stuck. You've just been someone who stops yourself too soon. And the moment that changes, everything changes. At some point, you have to decide if you're going to keep protecting yourself or actually move forward in your life. You don't need permission. You need to try. And the longer you wait, the more life starts to feel like it's passing you. If this resonated with you, comment reset below and I'll send you the Burnout Check-In Workbook. It's a simple way to understand where your burnout is coming from and how to start rebuilding. And if you're new here, this channel is all about helping people who feel overwhelmed, overworked, or stuck find their way back to clarity and energy.